Thanks for tuning in to The Point. I'm Nabila, Jamal, and in this special, we're going to dedicate it entirely to our braves, our martyrs who have stood in the line of fire only to protect us, our country, along Jammu and Kashmir. And even as I speak, fresh firing there continues in Kokernag region. The army continues to hunt down terrorists along the Anantnag region. On the third day of the Kashmir anti-terror operation, we believe the GOC 15 Corps and GOC Victor Force have been closely monitoring the mission. New generation weapons have been supplied to the armed forces only to ensure that they are able to flex. And even as the fight continues, the forces have been using IEDs and drones to flush out those terrorists, possibly hiding in that Kokernag forest area. Here's a quick look at the encounter that's now entered day 3.
Hunted down and cornered. Terrorists behind the deaths of Major Ashish Dhonchak, Jammu and Kashmir's DSP Humayun Bhatt and Colonel Manpreet Singh are holed up in the hills near Kokernag in Anantnag. On the third day of the Kashmir anti-terror operation, with GOC 15 Corps and GOC Victor Force closely monitoring the mission, new generation weapons were deployed in the area.
यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह के सेना के अफसर हैं वो यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं और यहाँ पर आपको दूसरी ओर दिखाएं तो ये एक खड़ी चढ़ाई है, ये एक दुर्गम पहाड़ है जहाँ पे सेना के जवान हैं, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस है, इसकी टीम है और यहीं पे एनकाउंटर साइट भी है। ड्रोन के जरिए एक तो नजर बनाई जा रही है।
Security forces have cordoned off the area and have launched a search operation to nab the terrorists.
Security forces have aimed the drone and are firing now following. This is where, yes, you see loud bombardment, the smoke billowing out. This is where action has once again started right here in Kokernag. There you go, action on ground really taking place.
The two Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists on the run are believed to be hiding in the natural caves in the mountains. Reports say rocket launchers are being used to hit the terror hideout.
3 दिन पहले यहाँ पर सेना की टुकड़ी इस पहाड़ी की तरफ गई थी और सेना को इत्तला मौसूल हुई थी कि वहाँ मिलिटेंट छुपे हुए थे। जो ही टुकड़ी वहाँ पर पहुंची तो वहाँ पहले से घात लगा कर बैठे मिलिटेंटों ने उन पर हमला कर दिया, जिसमें सेना के 3 ऑफिसर पुलिस समेत जो है जो शहीद हो गए। उसके बाद जो लगातार ऑपरेशन है जारी है।
Speaking to India Today, J&K DGP Dilbagh Singh revealed that the terrorists have been boxed in and efforts are being made to complete counter-terror ops as soon as possible.
कोई तलाश थी कि 1 से लेके 3 तक भी हो सकते हैं और अभी तक जो साइटिंग या बाकी चीजें हैं 2 की बात अभी तक कुछ हद तक कंफर्म होने पे आ रही है। कॉर्डन ऑन है, ऑपरेशन चल रहा है। मुझे लगता है कि उनका सफाया जरूर हो जाएगा। रात भर हमारी टुकड़ियां तैनात भी हैं और काम भी चलता रहेगा।
With the terrorists cornered, security forces are set to avenge the killing of India's brave hearts. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, now let's take a quick look at all the developments coming in from Mohali and Panipat on our Anantnag heroes. Donned in army uniform, Kabir Singh, the son of martyr Colonel Manpreet Singh, bid adieu to his father today. Mohali's Colonel Manpreet Singh was one of those Jawans who was leading from the front and died in that fierce gunfight with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag area. Thousands of people gathered in Mohali to pay their respects to Colonel Manpreet, who died while protecting his motherland, India. Truly emotional scenes at the last rites of Colonel Manpreet, his sister offering Rakhi while she missed celebrating Raksha Bandhan with her brother. She places that Rakhi on the coffin of her brother Colonel Manpreet right before he was laid to rest. Today there wasn't a dry eye when 6-year-old Kabir, dressed in camouflage fatigues, saluted the mortal remains of his brave father, Colonel Manpreet Singh, the Sena medalist. As he saluted the tricolour wrapped coffin, he said, Jai Hind, Papa. Those were his words as his father's mortal remains were taken away. His brave father, the commanding officer of the 19th Battalion of Rashtriya Rifles, made that supreme sacrifice of his life, fighting with terrorists in Anantnag district of South Kashmir, along with Major Ashish, as well as DYSP Humayun Muzammil Bhatt. But how long will we really lose our braves to Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamic terror? Let's have a listen.
The final salute of a son and a daughter to their fallen hero father. A somber farewell to 41-year-old Colonel Manpreet Singh, Sena Medal. Colonel Manpreet Singh made the supreme sacrifice during a counter-terror operation in Anantnag on Wednesday. He was commanding the 19th Battalion of Rashtriya Rifles. A second-generation soldier hailing from a village near Mullanpur, Mohali, Colonel Manpreet Singh had dedicated 17 years of his life to military service before falling in the line of duty. A sea of humanity gathered to accompany him on his final journey. The soldiers of Sikh Light Infantry, Colonel Manpreet Singh's parental unit, donning their distinctive regimental colours, led the way to the cremation ground. Paying their respects were two former chiefs of the army staff, General Ved Malik and General Bikram Singh, both of the Sikh Light Infantry. Colonel Manpreet Singh's young son Kabir stood tall in his camouflage fatigues, carrying forward the legacy of his brave father. The Sikh Light Infantry soldiers gave their fallen brother-in-arms a 21-gun salute. In the flickering flames of the funeral pyre, Colonel Manpreet Singh's journey finds its end. But his spirit and his supreme sacrifice forever etched in the annals of heroism.
With tears in their eyes, hundreds of people from various walks of life bid adieu to the great soldier who laid his life to protect the honor of the nation. Prominent among the dignitaries who gathered here to pay the last respects to the soldier were Punjab Governor Banwari Lal Purohit, some army veterans besides the officials from the local administration. But the question is, how long Indian sons will have to sacrifice their life as Pakistan continues to aid and abet terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. With camera person Aman Gupta, this is Manjeet Sehgal in Mohali for India Today.
Meanwhile, Major Ashish Dhonchak, who made that supreme sacrifice while protecting the nation from terrorists in Anantnag, was laid to rest today as well. A sea of people gathering in Panipat's Binjol village to pay final respects to the fallen hero who was cremated at his native place. Now, both Major Dhonchak as well as Manpreet Singh, both of them were leading from the front, leading the pack from the front. And after 48 hours, nearly 48 hours of fierce fight with those terrorists, they lost their lives, not before neutralizing two terrorists. This is the supreme sacrifice these heroes have given to our country. Let's have a look.
Major Ashish Dhonchak put in his blood and sweat to build a house for his family. The housewarming was to take place on the 23rd of October, his birthday. On Friday, Major Ashish's body was brought to his house, a house he will never live in. His wife, inconsolable.
It is the moment to console the family which is bearing the biggest loss ever. A family only knows what they have lost, but for now, everyone, the family, the relatives, the locals, and other civilians feel proud on sacrifice of their son, but at the same time, these people, the community, is standing firm with the family.
The Braveheart's mother insisted she will not shed a tear because her son died a hero in the service of the nation.
मेरा बेटा सारे देश का बेटा था, सारे देश का चैता था मेरा बेटा। मैं ना रोऊं, मैंने अपना बेटा पाल का देश ताईं दे दिया था मन तो।
Major Ashish Dhonchak from the 19th Battalion Rashtriya Rifles displayed an unwavering commitment to serve the nation. He had been awarded a Sena Medal for gallantry on Independence Day in a counter-terror operation in Jammu and Kashmir. With Ashutosh Mishra in Panipat, Bureau Report, India Today.
And with Colonel Manpreet Singh and Major Dhonchak, there was also Deputy Superintendent Humayun Bhatt, who lost his life, one of the 4 personnel who've been killed in that fierce gunfight with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag. He was laid to rest on Thursday. Humayun Bhatt has been serving as the DSP in the Jammu and Kashmir Police Force for the last 3 years, had very recently got married, leaves behind a 1-month-old baby. A sea of mourners turned up to pay their last respects to Humayun Bhatt. Let's have a look.
Former Jammu and Kashmir DIG Ghulam Hasan Bhatt was composed and dignified in grief as he paid tribute to his son. Deputy Superintendent Humayun Bhatt. The images heartbreaking. Of the 4 Bravehearts who were killed in Jammu and Kashmir's Kokernag encounter with militants, 29-year-old Humayun Muzammil Bhatt was the youngest. A sea of mourners turned up to pay their respects to Bhatt, whose mortal remains, draped in a tricolour, arrived at his village in Badgaon on Thursday. Humayun, who briefly worked with the Social Welfare Department, joined the police 6 years ago after clearing the exam in 2018. His friends remember him for his unassuming and down-to-earth personality. Top police officers of Jammu and Kashmir, including DGP Dilbag Singh, ADGP Vijay Kumar, paid homage to Humayun Bhatt. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha had also arrived at the police headquarters to pay tribute to the martyred DSP. Bureau Report, India Today.